Hey all, I apologize for the reused footage. I wasn't in the mood to record footage, as I've been extremely tired as of lately for an unknown reason. However, on the brighter note, I at least was in the mood to create a video. Some of you may know my upload schedule is not very much, because I don't count myself as a content creator, just a guy on the internet who likes to showcase stuff. Anyway, the past week has been insane. My sibling flew in from college, and that's why I haven't been posting. That, and I'm job searching. That, however, isn't the point of today's video. You may be wondering about why the title of the video is what it is. I wanted to talk about something more or less creepy. So cue the creepy music. I'm going to be discussing some pretty disturbing or scary things that have actually happened to me. This video is not for those who are easily scared. With that out of the way, enjoy the video. First scary encounter, Pokemon White version glitch. A few years back in 2018, I was playing Pokemon White version on my 3DS. Nothing out of the ordinary, until I decided to save in Castelia City. I had only saved and quit the game because my parents needed me to help them with dinner. When I came back to my game a few hours later, around 10 p.m. at night, I noticed that the save data had somehow gotten messed up. I wasn't in Castelia City, but rather in Nimbasis City. At this point, I had already beaten the game, and shrugged it off as just the game being a bit buggy. Looking around various places, I was trying to find trainers I hadn't gotten a chance to battle during the primary game as a way to speedrun by beating the game as fast as I could. Unfortunately, I was unable to do a proper speedrun or submit a time, which was fine by me. However, the more I battled, the more a slight static sound could be heard coming from the speakers of the game. Note, I didn't have my volume on. I was a child still in school in 2018, and if I woke my parents to some silly Pokemon game, they'd take my console from me for a month and ground me for staying up late. I decided I would save and just call it quits for the night, knowing the state of my health and the fact I had school in the morning. Every time after then, when booting up my game, I'd not be in the place I had saved in previously, but rather some other save location I had previously saved in. If you're gonna ask what happened after in the comments, I went back to the game 2 years later in 2020 during lockdown. The game was fine, and I was where I had saved before, Castelia City. This actually terrified me, for some reason. Looking back on it now, I could have just saved in there the last time I had played, but given that, after the whole save bug, I doubted that. Second scary encounter, my IT department at my school. I know what you're thinking. How is this one scary? It was scary to me since I was an 8th grader at the time, and because no one liked the IT department at our school. When I was in class and had a free period, I was looking up different characters from My Little Pony to set my profile image as. Yes, I know what you're thinking. I still am a brony. Leave me be, please. Since I couldn't find any good images, I decided I would look later when I had time on my phone. Unfortunately, I did so on my school computer for better results. Little did I know that this would be used against me later. When I got to school the following day, the teacher pulled me aside and said that she needed me to go to the tech guy. When I went down there, he said he had searched my school search history and it would be pulled as a result, and I'd have to stay after class for a bit to explain myself and what I did. This scared me, as I had done nothing wrong at all. When I went back up to class, the teacher had a sly smirk on her face as if she was proud of herself. This smirk was a smirk that would stay with me the rest of the school year, mostly because this teacher I had was one that no one had liked. She placed a bunch of papers onto my desk after class and literally asked me in a smug voice why I was looking up the lesbian flag. At the time, I identified as lesbian. I didn't explore too much into my gender and was only aware of being homosexual or heterosexual. I told her flat out that it wasn't her concern about what I was doing in my free time. She then asked me the next question of why I was looking up ponies in my free time, and again, I answered that it wasn't her concern. She wanted to claim that I had been doing most of it during school hours, so I showed her clear visible timestamps of when the occurrences took place, even showing it from my laptop. However, some things were removed by the school administrator, which infuriated me to the fullest. After this, the school began blocking images and certain videos, along with the gaming category on YouTube, so we couldn't watch certain stuff during class. The final one for today, and the one you clicked on this video for, the mysterious call. This morning, April 1st of 2024, I got a phone call from a number I didn't recognize. I didn't pick up, nor did I reject the call out of fear that it was someone of importance who would leave a voicemail. I just sat in my basement in pure silence. I was down there because we have a TV down there, and because I was also busy using my speaker where my parents wouldn't be disturbed. My music was paused, which added to the creepy layer of it. I just stared at my phone screen as the voicemail icon appeared over the time. It felt like an eternity, until roughly 2 minutes later, I got a notification that I had gotten a voicemail. This voicemail I will play later. There are no visible voices heard, but creepy nonetheless. I will only be playing audio, however. Anyway, I got back to what I was doing, and it wasn't until roughly 2 hours later I had actually given the voicemail a listen. I was no stranger to getting voicemails, so I thought it was a simple voicemail. Little did I realize that this voicemail would take a dark turn. The voicemail was completely static mostly, with some subtle sounds being heard. It almost sounded like a door being open at one point, or other people talking possibly. During the very last 15 seconds, I heard dialing noises, which set me off. It was so weird hearing it, given that this may have been a mistake. Yet this was extremely eerie. The voicemail, I still have in case I would ever need it for anything. If anything else strange happens like this, I will provide an update. As promised, this is a portion of the voicemail. I'm not playing the full thing out of respect for the other person's privacy. Thank you if you made it this far into the video. I'm honing in on 50 subs, and when I do hit 50 subs, I will be doing a 100 days as medic challenge. I also at some point soon plan on making a video about the Team Fortress fan game called Capture the Intelligence. The jump scares are terrifying but goofy as heck. I'm just hoping that, by the end of April, I can hit 1K subscribers. However, I'd even appreciate 100. If I hit 100 subscribers, I will make a Team Fortress song. I've been privately working on one, and hopefully I can get it out sooner or later for you guys.